choose you. Season 7's our destiny. Let's eat some Alolan food. I choose you.
Hello, welcome to I Choose You, the podcast about cooking and eating Pokemon. My name is Jeremy Zielik.
Hey.
I'm the host and Alton Brown of the group. Joining me this week, as always, is Ben.
Your friend on the show, Ben Montoya.
Sorry.
I'm Ian Davis, the Jaden Smith of the show.
Oh, shit.
And Evan Aubrey.
Congratulations. Oh, and Ben, I'm sorry I stepped on your introduction. I was just too
No, it's okay.
I was too excited.
You were just really excited. That's all right.
It's Ben. Well, it's that time of year, guys. It's time for LaCroix Boys. The
Yes.
time of the show where we crack open a drink, and then we talk about it. Well, Ian, I see you have some delicious water. How is it?
Psych.
The old tricker or the old switcheroo.
Is that a
Ginger beer?
This is a Bundaberg root beer. Australian family.
they make
owned.
root beer too?
Yeah. Oh, are you familiar with the Bundaberg family?
family?
I like their ginger beer. I didn't know they had other beers.
It says invert bottle before opening. Can you? Oh, that must be a joke because it's Australian, right? That has to be.
No, I
Maybe
think it's
there's stuff
actually a
at the
thing.
maybe the's stuff at the bottom that needs
Yeah.
to
It's
get
it's
settled.
Really?
Okay, but you better invert the bottle.
I don't want to. They're fucking with me for sure, right?
If it were Australian, it'd open from the bottom.
Yeah. My question is, I don't think they're Australian.
It says Australian
Does it say-
family owned, and the back is
Okay. A kangaroo?
16K
koala?
McDuff Drive, Bundaberg, QLD.
Queensland.
Oh. Wow.
Just like your Wallaby Way Sydney experience. You're gonna like.
All right. It says
42
invert bottle before opening. Does that imply that it's still inverted when I open it?
No.
Invert, open,
God.
pour contents onto floor.
Yes. It's all a scam. They want you to spill your drink everywhere.
That's what I feel like this is.
Okay.
Well, if it is the case, then we're filming right now. This
Uh-huh.
is like documented proof that you can like then use in
Do we
your
all agree I
class
inverted
action
it?
lawsuit.
Yes.
Inverted.
Yeah, it's kind of like a flurry experience.
Now I'm gonna pull
where
the
you have
tab,
to Turn it upside down.
pull out,
I will say, opening those bottles is a very satisfying experience.
pull out.
It's like
Then
this is like a bomb disposal kind of video.
oh, that was pretty satisfying.
What the hell? How does the bottle open? You like lifted it up after.
It's like an
twisting.
aluminum tab cap thing.
Oh.
See,
it's
you
a
pull it out, then up.
Whoa.
It's like trying to open an emergency exit.
Yeah, it's like when you're in like the seat on the plane and they ask if you're willing and able to pull the tab.
You're like, excuse me, flight attendant, I know Bundaberg root beer. I
Yeah.
can do this.
I can't turn this plane upside down though. I'm not like Mr. Flight, Denzel Washington. All right.
So you're having a little Australia mug moment, eh?
I am, and it's all right.
Okay.
Better or worse than mug?
Far worse. But
Oh,
Far worse.
this was only
hear that,
89
Aussies?
cents for 12.7 fluent ounces.
Do they put that on the bottle like
Ounces.
Arizona?
Well, it's 375 milliliters. This proves to me.
What's
You
the
know,
proof?
you know how in Europe all their like cough syrup tastes like root beer?
No.
So like,
Is that
yeah,
true?
it's like a thing. Like here, all our stuff is like grape flavored, and in Europe, it's all root beer flavored, and that's why a lot of Europeans, supposedly, I've only read this online. They think we're crazy for drinking root beer because it's like, oh, why would you drink that? That's cough syrup, flavored. It's gross.
Yeah.
Well, I will
Okay.
also point out that some people do enjoy the flavor of cough syrup, but that's,
Well-
neither here nor there.
But the conclusion I've come to is I understand exactly why they would think root beer is shit.
Roasted. Is it that bad?
Oh, they're drinking this garbage. Put some mug in your cough
Is
syrup.
it is it sweet or is it just like sarsaparilla flavor? Like
It's sarsaparilla flavored, and like
Yeah.
molasses.
okay.
Like those are
So not like strong like soda syrupy flavor.
There's a syrupy flavor, but it's not one I like. but
Okay.
Evan, you like not to like blast your
Call
tastes. Yeah, but like
The ginger beer is good. I have not had the root
Okay.
beer. Yeah, but I also like
ha-
just ginger beer in general.
it's a bummer. This has been in my fridge for like 3 weeks. I've been like biding my time to crack this fucker open on this show.
Oh,
Yeah, that is a bit of a bummer. Next week when I have my novelty sodas on, I've been waiting 4 weeks to crack those open, so I'm not going to drink them all at once or mix them together. That would probably be bad. But hey, something to look forward to. I have a special drink this week, though. I was at the Trader Joe's purchasing a variety of beverages, and this one looked fun. La Cumbre Brewing Blue Corn Mexican Lager. I was like, that sounds fun. Let's give it a spin. So
that sounds really good.
taste test. Thumbs up. It's pretty good. Crisp and refreshing.
You getting any blue corn notes?
It does. It's a little more. You know how lagers like this are very light, right? This one definitely has like a little bit more of a extra tang to it. I wouldn't say it tastes like corn per se, but it has a higher flavor profile kind of situation.
I like that because I really, when it comes to like lagers and stuff, I feel like the craft brew lager experience, it needs to like have a full body for me to feel like I spent it was worth it as far as like spending money. Because if it just tastes like normal light beer, it's like, I don't know, what did I really get out of this? You know?
Yeah, you could have just had a Dos Equis.
Exactly.
Though I will say, one of the local brewing companies in New Mexico makes a knockoff Dos Equis that is pretty good. So I won't deny that.
Well,
oh
yeah.
I saw you had a Spindrift.
I do. Just my classic blood orange tangerine.
Hell yeah.
Is that your favorite flavor of Spindrift? I forgot.
It's definitely the far superior. Yeah.
The far superior. Ben, what do you got? You have a mug, but not a root beer mug.
Don't get too excited, listeners.
I know that mug.
Yeah, this is actually a non-root beer related mug that Evan got me.
Can you hold that up?
Yes, it's very cool. Actually, it's like a stemless wine glass, but it's ceramic.
What's on it?
What?
Just a design.
Chicks?
Yeah, it's like kind of clouds, I guess. Maybe
Just some shapes.
They're just
Oh, yeah.
shapes. I don't know. You can. It's kind of like a Rorschach test. Like you can see whatever you
Well,
want.
it's
to
funny
see.
because I was like, are those my parents fighting?
Exactly.
Ben, is the mug? Are you in the room with the mug, or is the mug in the room with
Oh
you?
man.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what's in my mug, which is, we love seasonal beverages.
Yes.
And I was hoping to get into the holiday spirit with some eggnog.
Yeah.
But I've been led astray before when it comes to, pre-mixed bottled eggnog in the store. Like, it's
Pre-mixed,
okay.
meaning like adding alcohol to it.
Pre-mixed meaning it's just the bottle that already has alcohol and the eggnog.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's like it's ready to serve.
Like the Jack Daniels nog mixture or whatever.
Or like
Yeah.
Southern Comfort eggnog, which it's always worth it because eggnog only comes this time of year, right? But it's not always the best experience. But I saw in the liquor store today that they have Screwball branded eggnog that uses peanut butter whiskey that we've
Yes.
talked about before. So it's peanut butter whiskey eggnog, and picked it up and tried it, and it's quite delicious, if I might say.
Oh,
The peanut nog like combo works pretty well.
It's really good. It's like kind of like a roasted nut kind of like flavor into it, like kind of like an almond almost flavor that you would throw in there.
but it is peanuts still, right?
It is peanut.
Okay.
There is an element of peanut in there.
Before Ian, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but I am going to. Peenog. Go ahead, Ian.
And we thank you for that.
Yes.
Is there a design inside the mug, or is that the froth?
This is the froth of the
Fuck.
mug. Thank you for so many
that's-
follow-up questions about the mug.
That's a Rorschach test right there.
There you go. Look into the nog swirl.
Yeah, it could be a butterfly or two people having sex. Who could say?
I want to make a prog rock like math rock band that's called
Nog rock.
Nog Froth.
Nog froth.
Okay.
And it's the hardest shit you've ever listened to.
Fuck yes.
But it's all like seasonal, like Christmas time
absolutely.
music.
Yeah, you got like 20 covers of Santa Claus Coming to Town, but they're on like 15/8 or whatever.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes.
You know how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is like it's like an 80-second long song. Well, what if it was an 80-minute long song?
It's gonna be my space rock opera.
Yes.
Fuck
It's
yes.
it's a suite, and it gives you like backstories on all of the other reindeer. So we finally know what like Prancer and Donner and Blitzen are up to, like their like whole like history. So they each get like 6 to 8 minutes in the song.
Get this: they not only does each reindeer get their own time signature that best reflects their personality, they also each have a different mode that's based on like a 24-tone scale or something.
Yes.
And the liner note, like you buy it on vinyl, the liner notes is like a separate book you have to buy with it.
Yeah, there you go.
And the song changes depending on where you put the needle. It's like a 3-sided album, so like if you put the needle in a certain spot, you might find the secret like 4th track that
Right.
like gets you deeper into the lore.
Exactly right, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Good drink.
I mean, I would listen to that high concept Christmas album and sip this peanut butter whiskey eggnog.
Ben would
and
break
say,
out his hi-fi, get some nice headphones,
Oh yeah.
sit down on the couch, pour himself a tall frothy nog to listen to nog froth.
Yep. Exactly.
I love that.
And then it'd be like that commercial where it's like a guy sitting in a chair and his like house is being blown away by his really high quality speakers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you look closely, there's a little milk mustache there.
Oh yeah.
A nog stash.
Nog. Yeah. I mean, I mentioned the chai nog earlier. I'm always, as I say, kind of mixed on nog. It kind of has a intense flavor that I you can't do too much of in like a go. And I think once or twice per season is enough for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. I don't know if I'm going to overdo it on the nog, but I did get excited.
Sorry,
and was
once
like,
per twice per season of this show.
No, once or twice per
Yeah.
season of Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
Someone needs to ship Jeremy some nog in the middle of summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's winter in the Southern Hemisphere. The Australians, of which we have multiple listeners from, they could send us some nog. It's their winter.
It's like how we have that like seed vault in Antarctica that has like every type of seed in case all the like plants end up dying. You have a backup copy. This is like where all the nog goes, like in the off season. Someone needs to break into the nog vault and send us some in the summer months.
Now, this does, South Hemisphere listeners, let us know, is during Christmas time, do you still drink eggnog in the Southern Hemisphere, even though it's summer? Or do you keep it for the winter when there's no Christmas-based activities going on, but it's more like kind of like a wintry beverage?
We'll
like
have no idea.
Yes.
summertime equivalent of eggnog, like a haze nog? Like
Are you?
It's just eggnog is so dense that I just can't imagine like drinking it when it's hot outside, if that makes sense.
You wouldn't have like a steaming.
You could do like a
mug.
Yeah, a steaming mug of eggnog when it's like 90 degrees outside, 100%.
I think you could do a chilled nog for that hot December night in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Nog is like just better tasting milk, right? Like, do we all agree on that?
sure.
Yes.
So like,
No.
no, Jeremy, you would rather have a tall glass of like buttermilk than
No. Well, first of all, buttermilk is completely different than regular milk.
2%.
Yes. Yeah.
you like 2%
No,
better than nog.
I don't like drinking milk straight, personally. Obviously, I'll use it in cooking or whatever. And I like milk derivatives like an ice cream or what have you.
Sure.
But nog is basically uncooked custard, which is fine, but I'm not craving that most times.
Okay, let me run some scenarios past you.
Okay. Some nog scenarios.
Yeah.
We are entering the Nog scenario.
Yeah.
The first album from Nog Frog.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking.
Track 1.
I think I want the album to be called Brain Nog, like Brain Fog.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That brain you enter the noggin.
And it shows like,
it's like
Santa drink, and like your brain is in like a glass, and he's like,
Santa's drinking your brain.
exactly.
Oh shit.
Oh, can we brain blast into Santa like Jimmy Neutron?
Maybe Jimmy Neutron makes an appearance, like a guest appearance on one of the tracks.
He has a guest verse on one of our tracks.
Yeah. The track's just called Jimbo.
Yes. Ooh, okay. I actually, I could see a really great, like Primus-esque, like song, but you just take clips from Jimmy Neutron from like maybe the Christmas episode, and just like distort the shit out of it, and like have
you get that
spoken word like yelling into the Primus groove.
Yep.
I think that could slap.
So, fuck. All right. You're making
Sorry.
French toast.
Uh-huh.
You're telling me that pouring milk on the bread instead of eggnog would be better taste. Like, you're saying that eggnog French toast wouldn't be an improvement on the original.
I do like eggnog French toast.
Just
but
yes or no.
I will say,
Yes or no.
I don't think it's always an improvement. It's a different flavor experience.
Jeremy, yes or no? I offer you 2 French toasts.
Testifying.
Everything's the same. One is nog, one is not.
Depends if I want nog toast that
Yes,
day.
or-
That's the
Judge,
Nog.
please make it
Yes or no?
Guilty.
scenario 2.
Sinagrio.
You sit down, you pour your Wheaties into the bowl.
100%. I'm not going to put eggnog in my cereal.
Ian, I was gonna present that to you because I wondered: is it for you that the cereal being moist is a turnoff, or is it that the milk?
It's
tastes
the
bad?
moisture.
'Cause if it were nog,
It's the moisture.
okay.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That would be like eating like a pudding. Or, again, a custard. Eggnog is uncooked custard with like cereal flakes in it. And now I know some people like that, but that isn't just kind of like the flavor experience. I want.
That actually sounds
Yeah, if I
pretty
give you
good.
like some
Okay.
vanilla pudding and I threw some Cocoa Puffs in there, you wouldn't chow down?
Not really. I'm not the biggest pudding head.
Oh
on
my
the
god.
Show, so. Oh
But
my
are you a
god.
custard head?
Lock this guy up, throw away the key. We're out of here. Next.
Nog is a sometimes food. And you know what else is a sometimes food? Pokemon. This is I Choose You, the podcast about cooking and eating Pokemon. Each week, we randomly select a new Pokemon to cook and prepare. We devise the most delicious, divine, despicable recipes that you can imagine preparing a Pokemon with. And then we share them with one another and vote in a very democratic manner who has the best recipe. And then we are all declared winners. This week we're cooking Drampa. I just remembered right before the show started that there was a tie last week, and then I didn't put up a poll to resolve it because I was doing other things. So there was a tie between me and Ben. So we'll say we're both winners. Ben, why don't you start us off this week?
Sure. I'm actually really glad that I'm going first this week because I have a really simple recipe, but I kind of thought that it might get taken. So I'm just gonna like name it and then do the thing. So Drampa is like a pretty normal dragon. There's nothing really anything about it actually.
It is normal and dragon type.
And there's not like it doesn't have like a shtick. Like I don't really know like what its deal is outside of it just being like a dragon. But I started zeroing in on the name and any pun possibilities that I could get with this.
Ben, you better not steal my idea.
We'll see, because I am preparing for you a Lady and the Drampa dish.
Wow.
For lovers.
Drampa is for lovers, much like Virginia.
Lady in the Dramp.
Lady in the Dramp. Exactly.
Ben, I just want to let you know, you didn't steal my idea. So.
Well, that's good. So my thinking on this is that, like, you can really bond with your partner over this it's like one of those things that's on the menu where you can only order if there's 2 people or like
That's a rule?
multiple people to eat it with. Well, for this one, it is a rule.
The restaurant has a rule.
Exactly. This restaurant has a rule that if you order this, you have to eat it with somebody because the noodles are specifically oversized so that you can have your Lady and the Tramp experience, which is why it is called Lady and the Tramp pasta.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So, it's so basically that's what I'm doing is we're trying to like really live our full Lady and the Tramp moment with the amazing spaghetti and meatballs, as if we were those dogs in that movie. And so thankfully I looked up recreations of the pasta in Lady and the Tramp, and Good Morning America came through actually with a Rachel Ray recipe for Lady and the Tramp pasta. So surprisingly, it's actually very similar to regular pasta. And in this situation, we're going to be using the Drampa as our meat source for our meatballs. So we're just going to take out some, harvest some meat, throw it in the old meat grinder, and then put it into little balls, and we'll be using that later. So then you're going to use, get your pasta going. For your sauce, you're going to get some olive oil and add some tomatoes and garlic and chili peppers and salt and let that cook down for a little bit. Then you're going to add some basil after that. And, it's just a really nice... You use your, pasta water, obviously, for your sauce to get that starchy, nice consistency. And, yeah, you're instead of, getting the normal-sized pasta, you're going to want to go, jumbo-sized so that there's no possible way for you to get a solo, spaghetti. You're only getting the couple's experience.
Nice.
And yeah, bada bing, bada boom. Put the sauce with the pasta, serve it up. Put some little meatballs out there so you can use your nose and toss it around like they do in the movie. And then that's about it.
I was gonna say, how far into the Lady and the Tramp experience are we getting? Is this like a pop-up where they'll only serve this to you in a back alley of the restaurant, out back, right, by the dumpster, and it's that kind of experience?
Yeah, it is sort of like you get a dinner, a table for 2, and the maitre d' gives you the look, and you give them the look, and they're like, oh, okay. And they take you all the way through the restaurant, through the kitchen,
into the alley,
into the alleyway,
the fuck alley.
Exactly. And that's where they serve the Lady and the Drampa pasta.
Do you turn into a dragon while you're eating it?
Did that happen in the movie, Jeremy?
No.
Yeah, dude. That a plot point in the Lady and the Tramp.
Sorry.
Is magical transformations even a thing that the Lady and Tramp dogs know about?
Okay, well, I will say they are talking dogs that can eat pasta, so that's above a normal dog.
True. But in the world of the story, in the world of the story, they are like people. They are just normal people, I guess.
Okay.
Who get pasta.
Well, okay, so there's normal people making pasta. I will concede that. But the dogs consuming the pasta in a romantic setting is beyond the bounds of normal canine behavior, and we can't expect it to deny the possibility of magic existing in this world.
Okay, true. Does this imply that the Italian restaurant owner who made this happen for these dogs is has some sort of supernatural abilities or ability to speak with dogs or
do they not know the dogs can talk? Can the dogs talk, or are they just barking at each other? All right, how deep?
They at least can.
They can talk to each
They
other,
can at
but
least telepathically communicate with one another and other animals.
Telepathically? Don't they?
I don't know about telepathically. They can speak to other animals, but the humans just hear bark, 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 bark.
Okay,
Right.
My
It's a Ratatouille scenario.
I have a question. What is the structural integrity of these noodles in terms of, because you're guaranteeing that every single one is going to be shareable. Is it like, do these like does the spaghetti have like the gorilla grip to like, so that like we're each on the end of a noodle, and as I'm slurping it, it's like pulling my head towards the other person, or will it break if I go too hard?
These are very structurally sound pieces of pasta. Like I said, you're not going to want to get your standard issue,
Right.
You
It
know,
has some
grocery
tensile
store
strength.
pasta. Yes, exactly. It's going to be special ordered, and there's a reason.
What is the reason?
I don't know the secret why, but it is extra strength, and you know that's the only reason why they make these extra sized spaghettis is for people to enjoy their Lady and the Tramp experience. So.
Do you
have to
think
trust
the chef
process
is
a
like,
little
oh,
bit.
these lovers are gonna cook my pasta so much, I've got to make it extra thick, kind of situation?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
All right.
They line up
it's such-
each ends of the noodle on the opposite ends of the plate, so like you can pick out like, oh, this one and this one you're gonna.
Oh,
connect,
that's
and
true.
there's no swirly bit.
Wow.
Right. So a kiss guaranteed every time.
You'd have to, otherwise, like, what a bad omen if you both like are slurping this long noodle and then you realize misconnections.
Totally missed.
Yeah.
It's two separate long noodles.
Wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a loves me not situation where the Italian proprietor of this restaurant like alternates plates of kissing pasta, and whoever sometimes it hits and sometimes it misses, and it's like
Right.
when it misses he just like kicks them out of the restaurant.
He's kind of like playing matchmaker. Like he can tell by the vibe when you walk through the restaurant and you walk through the kitchen that he's like, I don't know, these people aren't gonna make it. And for that reason, I will give them the standard issue normal size pasta.
That would have made Hitch a much better movie.
Oh, interesting.
I'm glad you brought that up because I almost said Hitchcock and I realized different film.
I mean,
different.
same guy.
Will Smith is Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a Hitch era.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Well, that you know what? Conceptually interesting, Ben. I will say that.
It's such an untapped market. There's so many people who want their Lady in the Tramp moment.
Is there?
It's what we're all looking for, really.
I'm gonna level
Yeah.
with you. It's kind of gross.
Oh, well,
Oh.
that makes you a weirdo.
Look, the opportunity for
I don't know.
masticated food entering one another's mouth seems awfully high, and that's just not my thing.
I'd like to offer a solution. Not to Jeremy's going to have to go to therapy for that one, but
I just look. I don't want to see me and my significant other in like a mama bird baby bird relationship where we're swapping pre-chewed food items.
people pay a lot of money for that, Jeremy. What if it was really just one long noodle? Like they bring the bowl to you and it looks like it's a full bowl of spaghetti and meatballs, but it's really just one really long noodle that's coiled up.
Now,
so
Ian,
much.
I don't want to make a 4-hour call-out post to you right now, but I did say that earlier. I did make that exact joke about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, can we go back so I can hear?
Rewind the tape.
I'm gonna say no.
Did Ben say that the
that
first
is
time?
not the goal here. I didn't say it the first time because I don't know if I even.
Paying attention. For those 10 seconds, everyone's like, oh, fuck that. I don't want to hear what Jeremy has to say right now. Evan, do you remember me saying this?
Can't say that I do.
Oh, well. Good thing this is fucking recorded.
Listeners,
because
listeners.
it did happen.
Listeners, I want you to ask yourself, did you hear Jeremy ask that? And if so, post in the Discord. This could be the Mandela effect.
So here's the thing. I didn't ask. I said, oh, it's like if you made one really long pasta for
And there's the fatal conceit.
the plate. Yeah, I had to raise my fucking hand, apparently.
Well, no, you can't. Because what you did was you raised your hand and you were like, hi, Jeremy Zielik. More a comment than a question. That's never good. That's never good.
Well, I always think it's good, maybe good radio to like, get to the point, have some like, make it snappy kind of situation. I don't need to couch everything.
Goodness.
Anyway, well,
speaking of couching,
Ian.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
We talked about Hitch earlier. You're obviously Hitch's son. What do you got for us?
Yeah. So where Ben... All right. So first... All right. I can't start with who I am because it'll give away the whole bit. But
You already said Jaden Smith. Was that a lie?
no, I can't explain why I can't explain the why of who I... You know the who, but not the
Okay.
why.
Is it Karate
Take
Kid
us there.
related? Is it After Earth related?
You'll find out.
Okay, thank you.
You'll never guess.
Okay.
Where Ben failed, I will succeed. Because Ben looked at this Pokemon and was like, oh, it's a fucking dragon. There's nothing remarkable about it. No one would miss it if it died. And I'm here to...
yeah, that's what I said.
Drampa, it says here, loves children. Like, loves hanging... likes playing with them and hanging with them. He's gentle. He, like, loves cancel culture and, like... bullying bullies and like burning down presumably other kids' houses who bully.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that in the Pokedex. It was like if there's a kid that's bullying someone, he'll
It's
burn
gonna
his
fuck
house
Yeah,
shit
down.
up.
like-
Yeah.
He'll just like ruin the economic stability of that family. No mercy. But so like I was like, okay, I don't think we've done this on the show necessarily before. Correct me. I'm sure Jeremy will correct me if I'm wrong. Food for kids.
Just in
Yeah.
general,
Just
that's
like as a
it?
concept, what are we supposed to be reacting to here?
Considered he's gentle. All right. It says he's gentle with the kids. So I thought, what if we made a food out of him that was gentle for the kids' tummies?
Okay, so it's like baby food.
Kind of.
Is it like Lunchables?
Too rough on the tongue. Too rough and tumble, if you will.
Okay, too hard.
Yeah, too spicy. I wanted something that's like very easy on the belly, like for babies, for toddlers, but even for like those kids, they're just like, man, I eat all these kids eat so many hot chips. Like, kids' stomachs must be fucked. I work with them. I haven't asked them this, but like, surely their insides must be fucking rotten because all they
Yeah,
eat.
like, look, I'm not going to call out people I knew in middle school, but it seemed like many of them had a diet that consisted solely of, like, hot Cheetos and Gatorade.
Right.
Which I imagine wouldn't be, like, the greatest for your, like, intestinal lining.
It can't be good. So I want to create something that's calm, placid, gentle for the children.
Okay.
We're making yogurt melts. Which, if you're unfamiliar,
Yogurt melts.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like yogurt that's been like solidified. Like imagine if you took
Like freeze.
freeze dried almost, and like you eat them.
Okay. Sure.
So
But you don't have to have teeth to eat them. They just can
they
melt
melt in
in
your
your
mouth.
gummy,
Yeah, your
child-like mouth.
child gummy mouth. So we get some yogurt. I was gonna presume you get the yogurt from the dragon, but like I figured you'd all fight me on like whether or not you could milk a dragon and
Well, it doesn't have nipples. I hate to
see,
say
and yeah,
Actually,
I don't know. And I didn't want to talk about it, so get some regular,
Okay.
get some yogurt. Probably not Greek yogurt. I feel like that's like kids. It's too spicy for the kids, right? Probably just want some like
yeah.
regular vanilla yogurt,
Like
plain
tricks
yogurt.
quality.
Yeah.
Something low sugar though. We want it to be healthy snack.
Okay.
Because we're gonna take the fucking bananas off its head.
All right, time to look at the
Bananas?
picture again.
Bananas?
I'll allow it, but you're pushing it.
No,
Like the banana brows?
those
Like
are banana brows. Come on.
Oh, I thought you meant its hair. Yes, its eyes do look like the Trick cereal. I will say that.
Okay. So simply bananas existing on its face.
Yeah, and I know where Ben is trying to lead this conversation, and I'm gonna stop.
Whoa,
right
whoa,
there.
whoa.
Yeah, you guys can't cancel me this week. Oh, you're just presupposing it's a fucking banana. Nice try.
That's a good question.
There's proof.
I have proof. No one can look at that and deny it's curved and it's yellow. It's a banana.
Okay.
Pluck off the brows.
Checks the boxes.
You put some like wax across its face. You pull the brows right off.
All right. Cool.
Feel them. Blend that in with the yogurt. Get a little natural sweetness, right?
Okay.
You put that into like a pipette and you like boop, 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 on like a tray. Stick that in the freezer. You have your yummy Drampa yogurt melts. Maybe you like add a little food coloring. It looks like the eyes that are like a fun pink color.
Oh, nice.
All right. And you give that to the kiddos as a nice little refreshing, cold, healthy snack.
I see it.
Nice.
I'm Jaden Smith because I searched famous children, and he was the first name that came up, even though he's 25.
What the hell?
I mean,
Famous children?
Number one.
He's the
You couldn't think of a single famous child.
I could think of
he's the poster child for famous children.
aren't like the Stranger Things? Aren't they still under the age of 18, or are they all older?
Oh
than
no,
that?
they're 20 something.
Nobody cares about them. Jaden Smith is the king.
He's
the
still
goat.
number
Perpetually
one.
a kid.
The most famous child.
In my head, I was like, oh, like Macaulay Culkin or like
Seriously?
Shirley Temple.
I will say this: Macaulay Culkin is very much an adult, and Shirley Temple is dead.
Well, but like in
But they were.
kid state. So I think it's funny
Okay.
that because
Yeah.
like certainly Jaden wasn't particularly famous when he was a kid, and now he's definitely not a kid.
Right.
I would say he was pretty famous
As famous as Macaulay Culkin.
Not as famous as Macaulay.
maybe
Culkin.
not on that level,
I guess
but
Macaulay.
I would put him above at the kid stage, maybe the other Culkins.
Like you think he could have been in a Home Alone, whereas Macaulay
I
Culkin would
didn't, I
have.
didn't say that.
Macaulay Culkin
but
would have
I'm
failed
saying
as
that
Karate
I'm
Kid.
saying that Jaden Smith maybe beats Kieran at child level. You get what I'm proposing?
You're saying, like you're proposing we put them in a cage and see who
yeah,
who
see,
fights
if I-
hard.
At child level.
yeah, at child level.
child level, of
No,
course.
I'm saying like when they were both 12, I would say maybe Jaden Smith was more famous than a Kieran Culkin.
Yeah. I see that for sure. Well, I mean, I think part of it is probably that Jaden Smith's parents are also
Very famous, yes.
So, whereas Macaulay Culkin and Kieran Culkin's parents are unknown.
Well, they're not unknown, but they're famously awful.
not-
That's all I know about them.
They
is
took
that they're
all his
bad
money
people.
and went off the map.
They're not
Yeah.
known for things other than being like parents
Yes.
to child
They live
stars.
in-
So,
live in his short
it's
shadow.
not the same level. I was hoping that you would have a Jaden Smith tweet that you could read to like kind of wrap up your
Oh,
whole
do you have one?
recipe. I'm sure that there is
Do you have-
one.
are
Do you have
all
I don't
caps
have
and
them.
spaced out?
Do you have like that screenshot of his anime where he has a big Toblerone ready? You got that up?
What?
Evan, you don't remember the big Toblerone?
Don't. I really don't.
Ben, do you remember the big Toblerone?
I do remember.
Ah, hell yeah. The Jaden Smith started an anime where he had a big Toblerone, and the anime was written by the guy from Vampire Weekend.
What? Mm-hmm. The fuck?
It was bad. It wasn't very good.
Oh no.
So
Oh, all right. Here's the end of it. I scare people away.
wow.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, he does.
Nice. Now you really that proved that you were the Jaden Smith of the show.
Every rich kid has a sweet 16. So why didn't we hear about Jaden's? Oh wait, he didn't have one.
Wait, what is,
Did he
what
write
is-
this about
I
himself?
rest my case.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't know about that. Are people implying he didn't turn 16? What's going on?
No, that he never was thrown a fun party.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I feel like Jaden Smith Twitter is like an old meme anyway.
I
so
mean,
it's kind of like
that was big, like literally, like almost 10 years ago.
yeah. So I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know how many classics there still are.
yeah. I'm not gonna read this one.
Not good enough.
It was a certain period of time, but your recipe stands alone. It doesn't need a Jaden Smith.
Yeah, I don't. If I had like a child recipe maker, I wouldn't be in their shadow. They'd be in mine.
Okay, so if you're saying if you had a child
Yes.
who made recipes,
Yes.
you wouldn't hide behind them.
I would say that people would know me more than my kid. Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't let them grow to the momentous success that I have achieved here today.
So my question.
No podcast.
So are you just saying if you had a child that you would disallow them from making recipes online?
Yeah, they couldn't have their own food blog or podcast until they were 18 in order to protect my wealth and fame.
Not under this roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let us know how that turns out. Evan, what's your recipe this week?
All right. Well, going back to basics, bringing out the good old trusty kitchen mulcher. This week we're making some Drampa dragon eggs. And dragon eggs, not like the dinosaur egg oatmeal. We've been there, done that. This is a dumpling, a dragon egg dumpling. Basically, it kind of looks like a wonton, but basically it's you get your minced up Drampa meat, kind of fried like pork a little bit. Mix that with some oyster sauce, some soy sauce seasoning, granulated sugar, black pepper, garlic, eggs, a little bit of shrimp, crab. And you just like kind of, that's your dumpling mixture. You put that all together. And then you have a little bit of a dragon sauce for finish or for dipping. And the dragon sauce is, of course, vinegar, soy sauce, sugar, Worcestershire sauce, vegetable oil, and garlic. And it's just a good old-fashioned, like, dim sum kind of time.
A dim sum kind of time. Does this recipe have like a calming effect? We've talked about this in regards to Drampa. Does it like make you feel better to like eat this dragon egg, or
it makes you feel better, or it really makes you want to burn some kids' houses down?
Okay.
It makes you feel like righteous justice.
Yes.
Yeah, you feel a severe amount of empathy.
Wow,
Yes.
Drampa really is like the vigilante of the
Yeah.
world.
I mean, hell yeah, he just like steps in when he's needed.
Talk about Rorschach.
Burn some kid's house down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe Ian, another favorite of yours, The Equalizer.
Oh. Are you, so like if they made a Drampa film, Denzel Washington would play.
Yeah.
As the
Drampa would be rescuing a woman from a human trafficking ring, like a
Yes.
Russian human trafficking ring, and like
Yeah.
gonna burn their houses all down.
Yep, that's the plot of The Equalizer.
What if the Equalizer had a dragon
Yeah.
as the main character?
I mean, it would be a little better. The Equalizer movies are like consistent, like 6s, but if they had dragons in them, I would bump it up to a 7.
Oh, but he's coming back for another one.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't there a third one
Really?
coming out soon?
A third
I
one
feel
already came out.
Was
Oh
it
my
called?
God.
Oh, we missed it already?
Was it called?
Yes.
The Threequalizer.
The Threequalizer?
It better have been.
No, it's just called Equalizer 3, unfortunately. You know what my favorite fact about the Equalizer movies are?
What's that?
It's the only series Denzel Washington has made. Like, it's the only time he's made a sequel to any movie he's ever started.
There couldn't really be a sequel to the Upside Down Plane movie, right? Or the Unstoppable Train. What?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
This
Malcolm
train also
X,
can't be
Remember the Titans movie. I don't know if these are like sequel series movies. They're just like stories.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He does tend towards those projects. But I like that he sat down for the Equalizer and is like, damn, I got to make more of these. This is my franchise. This is my time to shine.
Yeah.
He really loves just beating people up.
And he's like, what? He's like 60 years old, so we love an older gentleman just whipping ass, don't we, fellas?
I don't know. Book of Eli could have had a good franchise going.
Inside Man could have had a sequel. Come on.
It doesn't? I think it does.
No, I don't
not,
think
not
it
with
does.
him, but there.
I mean,
is-
you had to
is
look
there
that
not
up,
Inside
so-
Men.
Inside Man. But yeah, you can't really make a sequel to like Macbeth.
Inside Man, Most Wanted. There you go, Jeremy.
There you go. But it doesn't have Denzel. That's probably why
No.
I didn't know about it. God, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Well, now that we've discussed Denzel Washington's career, Jeremy, do you want to share your recipe?
Yes. I was reading about Drampa, and I came across this bit on the Bulbapedia page that says Drampa may be a combination of dragon and grandpa, a variation of grandpa, grandpa with an M.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, I'm taking some creative liberties here, but I think it's important to do so with a piece of art that is so creative and inspirational and kind of influential on all of us, and I would say the culture at large. And I was kind of in the holiday spirit, and that's why I thought of this. And so that's why I'm presenting this week. Drampa got run over by a reindeer Christmas cookies.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Wow.
that's good.
See, Ben, when you said I had a great idea, I was like, "Oh shit! Did he take that idea? Did my Drampa
pretty
get
damn good.
run over by a reindeer? Did that get stolen?"
No. Oof.
Would
deep cut.
Would you have to sue the pants off Santa, as they sing in the "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer" holiday special?
I remember that holiday special. And I know the court scene that you're talking about where they like put Santa on trial for like vehicular manslaughter. I don't even know what exactly was going on.
I saw a
I
good
think it was reckless endangerment.
meme the other day that was like, "We're the daughters of the grandmas your reindeer couldn't run over."
Fuck yeah.
I think this is such a bizarre song. First of like just conceptually, where it's like, why do I need a quasi-vehicular manslaughter themed song about Santa Claus? I know it's trying to be funny, but I just don't think it's particularly successful at that in a non-ironic way. In an ironic way, it's kind of amusing that it doesn't really pull that through kind of
It
situation.
really points to the humanity of Santa, though, right? Like, all the other songs are like, Santa's so fucking great. Everyone wants to fuck him. He brings toys to all the kids. But this one's like, Santa fucked up one time. He really screwed the pooch.
And he's in trial forever.
Yes.
He served time.
Yes. I mean,
Oh my god, there's so many more lyrics than I thought there were.
Oh, it's a long song.
Ben,
It's a long
highlight
song.
some. Do you got some highlights from us? I'll just throw in a few more jokes while you're looking at it.
Yeah.
I guess, Ian, what you're saying is that Santa got canceled, or a kind of situation for running over grandma.
If cancel culture was big at that time, absolutely. He would be fucking done.
Okay, well, it's okay. So I don't know if you can say that someone is canceled for hitting someone with their fucking magic sleigh. That's like an actual crime. That's not just like, oh, Santa said something problematic on social media.
Canceled until proven innocent.
Yeah. Ben, do you think Santa would kind of plead guilty, or would he take an ooh small bean defense?
I think he would try to spin it like when that woman got burnt with the McDonald's coffee. He would have been like, the reindeers weren't that fast. Like, we didn't hit her that hard. They're pretty soft, actually, if you pet them. I think that's what his case would have been built on.
Okay.
I don't know. The details in this song are a little damning. I don't know how much.
What do you got?
So, okay, obviously, Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. It says that she'd been drinking too much eggnog, which I think we can all relate to. And we begged her not to go, but she'd left her medication, so she stumbled out the door into the snow.
Well, it
Grandma's
sounds
drinking
like
and off her
being,
meds.
neglectful of the elderly. In this, Grandma's
Grandma
drunk,
blew a
she doesn't-
.08.
Yeah, she doesn't have her medication, and she just
No one
left.
made sure that they got home safe.
Yes, and apparently
because
she has
they
to
found-
walk home
In the snow
in the snow.
on Christmas Eve.
Well, so they found her Christmas morning. At the scene of the attack, there were hoof prints on her forehead and quote-unquote incriminating claws marks on her back, which that makes it sound even worse, I have to say.
that a line in
sounds
the
way
song?
worse.
Yeah.
Like, I can appreciate the pun you're going for, but that makes it sound terrible. Like, I don't think claws marks should be anywhere, quite frankly.
Ben, does Santa get acquitted in this song, or we fucking lock him up?
Okay, so blah blah blah. Christmas Eve. Grandpa was drinking beer and watching football. Nice. Okay, so that's
This song has apparently a lot of references to alcohol as well. I was not remembering that.
Shit. Okay, it's not Christmas without Grandma.
Oh, she's
and the
dead.
family's dressed in black.
Yep.
That's right.
But we just can't help but wonder: should we open up her gifts or send them back?
What?
Oh my!
Grandma died.
Well, no. Well, did Santa?
The goose is on the table. The pudding made of pig. A blue and silver candle that would just have matched the hair in Grandma's wig.
This
Okay,
is
I don't
such a
know.
sad song.
Weird. Don't know about that.
I've warned all my neighbors. Better watch out for yourself. They should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves. What the hell is this fucking song?
Wow, they're really attacking his lifestyle there.
Seriously.
I'm telling you, this song is like, it has an innocent feel to it too. It's like a country. It's like,
Right.
like, but like, why is it so sad?
And like,
all of a
Grandma
sudden?
didn't die in the special,
No.
Oh, no.
She just got a traumatic brain injury.
right? But this song seems to make it clear she's gone.
Well, and yeah, weren't they like milking it too in the show or the movie? That they were like, oh, we gotta like get more money from Santa Claus, so I'm gonna like put on a neck brace and
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
feel more
you're
hurt than I
right.
actually
They were like
was.
trying to extort him.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, and I believe Grandma was still alive, but in the scenario of the song, it sounds like they should have filed like a wrongful death suit kind of situation.
Okay, so I looked up the plot summary for the special, and you're gonna love this. So yeah, they're like suing Santa, put him on trial for kidnapping, leaving the scene of an accident, and quote unquote sleighicular negligence.
Nice.
nice.
Wait. They went with vehicular as the pun, but they didn't follow through with the actual crime associated with that, which is manslaughter, which I assume you can't say in a cartoon.
But they
No.
could have said manslater.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah, you could have said vehicular manslaughter, and that probably would have flown.
Apparently, it ends with the the crooks getting arrested for obstructing justice and quote almost ruining Christmas.
I don't
and
think that's a crime.
No.
well, the judge let Santa go after finally discovering the truth.
What is the truth?
Which is okay.
Oh no,
I'm sorry,
I think I remember this. The crooks, the evil like stepsister or whatever, put reindeer nip on Grandma to attract the reindeers to her, so that they would intentionally hit her.
That's exactly what
as
happened.
she was walking home.
Wow.
Apparently, Grandma also experiences some mild amnesia because they say in the Wikipedia page they restore Grandma's memory by feeding her some of her own fruitcakes and rush her to the courthouse.
Feels like
Which
a
leads to our dramatic conclusion.
podcast version of Unsolved Mysteries or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we got to do a commentary on this movie for Christmas.
Probably.
Honestly, let's do it.
And
We'll
the
do this, and we'll do Rhapsody Kids Save Christmas.
prequel to Polar Express.
Yes, another Polar Express. And I think we've got everything covered. All right. I didn't even tell you what kind of cookies I'm making. They look like reindeer.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
they're sugar cookies.
They're peanut butter cookies.
Okay. Icing?
Oh.
No icing, but they have pretzels at the top to like be the ears, and they have like a chocolate nose that we put like an M&M in to make them look like reindeer.
Nice.
Love that.
So
And did you say how the Pokemon was involved?
let's say that we shred its hair and use it as sugar.
It did have very like I was maybe gonna use the hair as like a foam,
Yeah.
or like some sort of material.
It was cloud-like.
Yes.
Yeah.
It seems very light and kind of airy. So I think these cookies will be a delight to eat and not like weigh on your stomach.
Is
kind of
that
situation.
is that like they were cotton candy and you like unspin the sugar to get it back into granule form?
100%. That's what I'm doing. So
Oh, yeah.
that's how the Drampa is involved.
Okay.
Let's review our recipes. From Ben, we have Lady in the Drampa, one kiss pasta. From Ian, we have Drampa. What kind of yogurt is it again?
Yogurt melts.
Yogurt melts. From Evan, we have Drampa dragon eggs, and from me, we have Drampa got run over by reindeer cookies for your Halloween treat. Please vote for your favorite and let us
Halloween
know
treat.
who did I say Halloween? I did. They see that fucking Halloween creep just keeps getting longer and longer each year.
Well, I have the answer for you because this Halloween creep just won.
Whoa! Ben won?
I won with 3 votes, and Jeremy got my vote.
Okay.
Nicely done.
All my great puns. Hopefully, next time I'll try better. Good job, Ben.
Hey, you won my heart.
Oh, thank you.
I was with you all the way. Once you said it, I was like, that is exactly what we needed here.
Yeah. All right.
Slay.
Let's slay.
Exactly.
Let's move on to Wailord's Mail Horde, where we read your email sent into ichoosepod@gmail.com. That's ichewspod@gmail.com. Evan, could you read this email from Mike?
Yeah, Mike says, Drampa is a goofy old man dragon. Just look at that guy. He's just a little dude, as in capital T, capital D, the dude.
Oh.
That's right. Grandpa Drampa makes this guy, Mike, not Evan, want a drink. A white Russian, perhaps. That's right, boys. We are visiting 1998 Coen Brothers cinematic masterpiece that is The Big Lebowski. Now, Jeremy, as what I assume is the cinephile of the group, give me a quick the Big Lebowski take.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Quick take. If anyone else, including me, Evan, not Mike, have any Big Lebowski thoughts, now is the time.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember really liking it when I watched it for the first time in like high school or something.
I thought that scene where it's like a big musical number with the bowling was funny.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And the narrator is really good.
Yes.
What's his name?
Sam, I almost said Neil, but that's not it, right? Sam Mr. Mustache. He has a big mustache.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Sam Mustache.
Sam Mustache.
He was in Ghost Rider, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. He was like old Ghost Rider. Anyway, as we all know, a White Russian is a cocktail made with vodka, Kahlua, coffee liqueur, and cream.
I just want to say I was looking up The Big Lebowski and accidentally typed in The Bug Lebowski.
Oh shit! I want to watch that movie.
A Bug's
It's like
Life
a Bug's
Lebowski.
Life, but like The Big Lebowski.
And now you ask, how does Drampa get into this cocktail?
Sam Elliott is the
There you
Sam
go.
Elliott.
There you go.
Country star Sam Elliott.
Yes.
Well, first, it's a case of mistaken identity, where some rich asshole named Drampa has some people going after them for money. Then it becomes a fetch quest that ultimately ends up in all of us, milking a dragon and normal-type Pokemon to then make fresh cream to mix with our vodka and coffee liqueur. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to pour our vodka and coffee liqueur into a rocks glass over ice and top with our Drampa cream. Seems kind of like a winter drink to me. Again, Mike, not Evan. And obviously the dude abides. That's like your opinion, man, Mike.
Thank you for writing in, Mike. As always, ichoosepod@gmail.com is our email address. Evan, let's move on to the next segment, which is called Pick-A-Mon, where we pick next week's Pokemon. Numbers between 722 and 809.
All right, we got 765.
765, you say. Now, have we done this before? I don't think we have. 765 is Oranguru, the monkey Pokemon that's also a mystic.
Nice.
Yes.
That's fun. All right, send in your Oranguru recipes to ichoosepod@gmail.com.
Everyone brush up on the Love Guru so we can make those references.
Oh, goddamn. No, I would say
Actually, no one do that.
Look.
Everyone collectively forget that the Love Guru exists.
Ben, I can't forget that the Love Guru exists because my favorite podcast is covering it this month.
I'm gonna just throw this out there. Yay or nay? The Love Guru.
Oh,
Yay.
that's the anime sequel.
Yeah.
Yes. Ben, you obviously are not a big fan of the Love Guru, but I have to ask, which Mike Myers movie would you prefer to watch? The Love Guru or The Cat in the Hat?
I think I would rather watch The Cat in the Hat,
Okay.
honestly, because I can look back on it and remember watching it as a kid in theaters and being like, "Whoa, that was crazy," instead of like watching 90 minutes of Mike Myers be really fucking racist. Like that's it. But I see what you're saying. Like, Devil's Choice, lesser of two evils.
All right, Ian. Maybe we should do a Cat in the Hat commentary. I feel
I
like
would
that's
love
the right kind
to.
of stupid
That would be great.
for our show.
Oh, choice.
I remember not only watching that movie, I bought the I think it was the GameCube tie-in game.
Wow.
Because I was like, wow, what imaginative stage design. It's it's like
God
a
damn
Dr. Seuss novel come to life. And as you all know, I refer to Dr. Seuss and his books as novels. As
Yes.
Right. Chapter books.
Yes.
Can we play that on the live stream?
Yes.
I did own it. I owned that film on DVD, and it did have the there's like two versions of the movie. I remember there's like the theatrical cut, and there was the cut they wanted to make, and that one. Whew.
Was it that much better?
The Mike
Let's
Myers
just see
cut?
the Cat in the Hat fucks.
Does he?
Okay.
And who does he fuck? The fish?
He has some big awooga eyes.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Ian, what do you think the Cat in the Hat is sitting at Rotten Tomatoes?
What's the rating again? Is it just tomatoes? Or is it like
No,
a
it's out of
percentage?
it's out
Out
of
of
100%.
would you could you with a
Okay.
fox?
Yes, it's out of 100%, and if it's above 60%, it's positive. If it's below 60%, it's negative.
All right.
So what do you think of the percentage of positive reviews? Dr. Seuss, The Cat in the Hat, 2003 movie guy.
Show me 22%.
Oh, almost twice as much as its actual. 10% is what The Cat in the Hat is
10%?
sitting at.
Wow.
Oh,
All right.
whoa.
And do you guys think that's more or less than the Love Guru?
It's less.
Probably less.
The
I
Love
think the Love
Guru is like a
sadly
certified
is
cult
higher
classic.
up there. Yeah.
Classic.
So you guys are all going less Cat in the Hat. Worse
I'm
review
saying
than
Love Guru's at 20%.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's fucking close, guys. Love Guru's at 13%.
Oh.
So
Let's go.
just barely better than the Cat in the
Wow.
Hat.
Mr. Myers.
We got a double feature on our
God, no.
All right. So I think that wraps it up for the main section of the show. Let's do plugs. Ben, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on the internet at Ben C. Montoya on Instagram and on Tumblr at thefearandnow.tumblr.com. And you can learn more about the Boycott, Divestment, Sanctions Unit at bdsmovement.net.
All right. Let's say Ian.
You can find me on Instagram at musician Davis. I have some fun bass covers on there. More to come, surely, in the new year. Evan.
Is that it? You're done?
Oh, yep. You can find me, Evan Aubrey, online at _Van on posts, _Van Aubrey on X. Yeah. Yep.
You'll follow me, Jeremy Zelick, at Velocity Prime 1 on Twitter, Velocity Prime No 1 on Tumblr, Velocity Prime 1 on Blue Sky, and check out my writing, Jeremy Zelick, at the-avocado.org. The-avocado.org, Jeremy Zelick. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's wrap up the show. I Choose You, podcast about cooking eating Pokemon. My name, Jeremy Zelick. You can find us on your favorite podcast apps, including Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or podcast catcher of choice. If you like our show, give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to help us go up the ranks. If you want more I Choose You goodness, check out our social media pages. I Choose Pod on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Tumblr, Threads, and now Blue Sky. I made a Blue Sky account for I Choose You. Woo. So jump on over and follow it if you have not already. Most people haven't because it's brand new. I literally made it yesterday, so it was it's worth checking out. I'm gonna try to get that going on there. It's a young space, so maybe we can break in a little bit kind of situation. Make sure to join the I Choose You Discord. I Choose You Discord, links available in the episode description. You can hang out with fellow choosies, talk about the show, send out recipes, participate in community events, all that in the I Choose You Discord. Lastly, but
get early access to
Some
merch.
new merch. Wow.
is that only through the I Choose You Discord at the moment, Evan?
Yeah. Well, I mean, people can, but if you're a member of the Discord, you can get in there early.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was before it got pushed out to everyone else.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, next thing I was going to go to was the official website, ichooseyou.menu, which does have merch, including a brand new T-shirt and sweater. Is that right? Am I
No, just
remembering this
a
correctly?
shirt.
Just a shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
Brand new T-shirt, Evan. That I think it looks fantastic. It's got a new Poke Burger logo on it. The I Choose You T-shirt. It's going to be order it now. It's a great Christmas gift. Tell your friends, family, co-workers, everybody you know about the I Choose You merch. Available at ichooseyou.menu. Also got a full episode archive there. So head on over to ichooseyou.menu. And I think that wraps it for the show. So I've been your host and Alton Brown of the group, Jeremy Zielik.
I've been your friend on the show, Ben Montoya.
I've been your Jaden Smith on the show, Ian Davis.
And I've been your Evan Opry.
And to all the choosies out there in Radio Land, in a while, Totodile.
We've been consuming, presuming, leguming, cracking cans and having feasts, munching, crunching, slurping, Pokemon and Ultra Beasts. I choose you. Season 7's our destiny. Let's eat some Alolan food. I choose you.